Hey everyone, welcome back to this awesome series that I'm doing on meditation this week. Really enjoying this series so far and hopefully getting a lot out of it. So, if you haven't had a chance to check it out, I did the first part of this series just a couple nights ago, so you can just see it on my Facebook wall here. So, what I'm trying to do here is help those of you who have maybe tried meditation in the past and possibly had some struggles with it or really didn't um, enjoy it, we'll say, and then ultimately gave up on it. And what I want to do is take you through a couple videos and show you some really cool meditation practices that I've learned over the last couple of years. And we're going to do them in sequences and kind of build on the skills through each video. So again, if you haven't had a chance to check out the first video, it's on my Facebook page. It's there. It's pretty cool. And in that video, basically what I did was just cover off some very basic techniques. So for example, if you feel like you can't visualize or can't meditate, watch that video. You'll see how easy it is to get started. And the reason why I'm such a big proponent of meditation visualization practices is that to me, it's like the quickest way to get peace of mind, get relaxation, get a sense of calmness, and just like create happiness in your lifestyle, like wherever you are, whether you're at home, whether you're at work, um, practically anywhere. It's really cool because you don't need a lot of time to do it, but the benefits are really profound. So I'm just going to hop right in here today and share two more techniques with you that I found to be really beneficial. And it builds again off that first video that we did. So, you've kind of got your creative juices going now and are able to kind of, just see, your name being handwritten on a wall or see numbers on a wall. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start to transition and actually start to use our creative abilities. So I'm going to lead you through this practice. It's called creating your vacation spot. And I'm going to share with you the one that I specifically use. And from there, you're going to basically create your own. It's really cool. So what I want you to do is either basically sit or stand. You can keep your eyes open. For this, I'd recommend just keeping your eyes closed. And what you're going to do is basically envision your favorite vacation spot. So for me, one of the spots that I like to go to, again, is in Tofino, British Columbia. It's a specific beach called Long Beach. I can picture it in my mind really well. And it just brings that sense of calmness and just relaxation to me. So for you, it could be something different. It could be a place in the wintertime or, really you have multiple choices you can make here. But so for example, when I go into this experience, what I'm looking at basically is I like to use a first person perspective. And for example, with this beach, I'm basically trying to get as detailed as possible. So I'm standing on Long Beach and, I can see the sand that's on the ground. I can see the waves coming in and out. There's a specific rock that's in the middle of Long Beach on Tofino. If you've been there before, you know what I'm talking about. That to me is like a marker. So all I'm looking to do is just basically see this environment around me. Like I said, seeing the waves coming in and out, seeing the blue skies, seeing a nice sunny blue sky. And then you start to add little details in. So, I know that if I look behind me at this beach, I can see a tree line. If I look in front of me, I can see surfers in the water, or I can see, kids playing on the beach. So again, you just want to get as detailed as possible with the location you're in. Generally I don't do this much talking. I just sort of like to feel the environment. So that's one technique. Basically, play around with it a little. Find that vacation spot that you really like and just visualize it. Just you've seen it but in the past. You've been there. So you can make this happen. It's really cool. The next technique I'm going to share with you is called your mental foxhole. This is a really cool technique. And basically what you're looking to do, the goal here is that you want to have a spot, in your mind that anytime throughout the day when you get a few minutes, you can sort of just check in and relax and just, sort of just bring yourself back to the present moment. And so this technique, again, it's called the mental foxhole. What you want to do is basically create like your ideal home, your ideal environment. So you might already have that, or you might want to be able to visualize this. Again, I keep it pretty simple. But what you want to do is basically have this place in your mind that's the soundproof area. And again, I like to use the beach example. So in my mind, I've built a house, and I can look out the window and I can see the beach all in front of me. Um, but it's totally soundproof. So it's just this quiet, calm environment. And again, I keep the environment very simple. In the kitchen, I can see, an area where there's pre-made meals, because I don't like to cook too often. So, there's an area that, a personal chef could come in and make meals. I've just got a very simple living room with, nice, comfortable recliners. And, I've also got like a meditation area and just like a dojo or a gym that I can train in. So it might sound a little bit weird, but having a location like this that you can just check yourself into, just feel yourself in that environment, for a minute, 5 minutes a day, it's pretty powerful. Yeah, so definitely I recommend that technique. Again, it's called, your mental foxhole basically, and you can play around with it, play around with the environments. One of my friends who I'll give a shout out to on here, Dana Hauser, his spot is located in the mountains, right? So, I can imagine that his mental foxhole is in the mountains that are secluded. It's probably a tough road to get into. And it's just his own environment. It's his own space that he can just relax and create from. So hopefully those techniques work for you. If you have any questions, let me know. They're always fun to play around with. And I'm going to be recording one more video to basically help, expand from these two techniques into really just making your creative visualization skills expand to create whatever you want, right? It's really cool when you start to kind of get the hang of these things, and then you can just really imagine any environment to be in. So I'm excited to share that video with you. I'll probably do it sometime next week, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good rest of your week.